Hey, hello. I'm Paul Apollonia. Hope everybody is well tonight. Beautiful night in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm going to show you what I sold from eBay. Date starting from July 6th, 2020 to July 12th, 2020. Again, hey, I'm Paul Apollonia. I've been selling on eBay since about 2001. Really took it seriously around 2006. Started selling things around the house. A friend of mine introduced me to consignment sales. He gave me a bunch of stuff. I went, ooh, I kind of like this. Don't have to do anything. People bring me stuff, or I go get stuff from them. I've been doing consignment since then. I love consignment. Makes up about 60% of my business. Consignment is not for everyone. Key is getting good clients. Sometimes I even get bad ones now. You got to get good ones that understand that. Not that I would sell a lighter, but Uncle Joe's lighter is worth what market value is for Uncle Joe's lighter. People don't care that Uncle Joe uses lighter for 200 years. Most of the time, it's worth market value. Now, if it's a vintage lighter, that's different, but I'm going to find people that have zero emotional attachment to items. I also do a lot of parting out of items, dishwashers, lawnmowers, appliances, microwaves, you name it. I love parting out things. Also do just people give me it. I stress this over and over and over to people in my classes. Tell everybody what you're doing. It's insanely important to tell everybody what you're doing. I'll give you some examples of things I've gotten from people for free because I told them what I was doing. I also have an eBay course, a video series, selling for $97. But wait, since the virus is out and people are home, I'm doing it for $1. It's about a 2-hour course broken down in about 20-minute segments, going through everything from start to finish on how to list something on eBay. It is an older course, but it is evergreen. You can still use a lot of the information today. It's a great course to get people started. So let me check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it if you like it, and please smash your like button on this video. It means a lot to me. I've put a lot of work into these videos for you guys, giving you tips and tricks. All right, let's get this show on the road. But first, let me shrink this down so you'll see my ugly mug is bad. First item here is an item that was given to me. Very quick story. You may have heard it before. Neighbor up the street, I've done some work for before, fix their lawnmower, fix their vacuum cleaner. I do a bunch of different things to bring in money, which is important. You need a lot of side hustles in this online selling arena. They called me up. They said they're moving. I was sad because my dogs are going with their dogs and whatever. We have a grill and a weed whacker. Do you want it? I went, yep, sure. Drove up there, loaded them in the car. She pulls up in the driveway where the car is. She goes, darn it, the thrift store is closed. Do you want these document scanners? I was like, document scanners. All right, I'll take them. One, I had no idea. One was a Fuji. I made $300 and some odd dollars off of that profit in my pocket. I had no idea it was a valuable one like that. And the other one, I made about $75. Actually got damaged in shipping, but the guy was happy to get it. He just wanted the cord. Wish I would have known that. I would have just shipped him the cord for $75. Seems like the cords are hard to get. So, and I love parting out things. I love finding things on the side of the road. I love finding things in the parking lots. You name it. I've done videos on it. I just love. Found a Keurig coffee maker today when I was pulling out packing material from a dumpster, a furniture store dumpster. No, I was not in the dumpster. It's a loading dock dumpster. I was leaning over and I saw a Keurig and I got it, and I saw the one water reservoir goes for $29 plus shipping. I didn't list it yet, but that's good to know. So I parted out the Weber grill. I've sold this. I sold the plate where it, the controls plate where it has the 3 burners on it and high, medium, and low, whatever. Sold. There's a weight for the tank you put on there that shows you the tank's full or empty or whatever, and I sold this. Funny story, I sold this twice. First time, alert, please, when you are doing a sell similar, make sure, and I make this mistake sometimes and it kills me, and it really burned me this time. That's why I'm glad I got this item for nothing. I had to take a return and eat the cost of shipping on the way back because the one I listed wasn't paying attention. It said silver series. This is a gold series. I sold it. The guy cleaned the inside out. Really, really nice. If you hear any noises, my crazy dog walking around with this ball. And he contacted me the minute he got it. And after he cleaned it, he went, wait, this is a gold series. And I went back to him. I said, no, it's not. It's a silver series. It's a measurements. What do you mean it's not fitting? And he goes, look at the front plate. And I went, okay. Gold Series. Crap. So I said, okay, return it. He returned it. I ate the cost of the returns. And I had it listed for about 2 months after he returned it. And funny, every time I look at something in my garage or somewhere in my house, I go, man, that thing's been on eBay forever. Maybe I'll just take it off and I could sell the 2 end pieces here. They go for about $20 a piece. I thought, okay. It sold that night. I did pretty well on this. I probably made about $63 on this. Shipping was about $22. I think I went up to New England somewhere. Really quick, let me go over my listings with you. If you've watched videos before, you've heard all this, but there's a lot of new people coming on board all the time. I keep my title eBay friendly and Google search friendly. No, not worried about grammar. No special characters. And I know I get students all the time calling me and contacting me saying, hey, I've seen listings with special characters and they're getting hundreds of dollars and it's sold. I know, I understand it. I'm just trying to follow best practices. And best practices are not to use any special characters. I try my best not to use any special characters in my listings. When I'm selling something other than new, I try and use the condition description. This will protect you on a return if you don't mess it up like I did with this one. Make sure you have a lot of information in there about the item, which I do. I'll show you that down below as you see it again. All my pictures are done with my phone. I use both eBay on my computer and the eBay app on my phone to list items. Here's a picture of the length of the item. And there's a nice clean inside the guide. Before this guy cleaned it out really good. Sold this about 8 days ago. I haven't heard word one from the guy. Let's not look at shipping yet. Here is the condition description up here. It just displays again down here. I'm really, really wordy with this description, making sure people know if the measurements of the lid opening and everything fits many models, blah, blah, blah. How I got all this information up here is by Googling the grill. It took me a while to find the actual grill to get the part number from. Item specifics are very, I can't stress it enough, very important. If it takes you another 15, 20 minutes on our listing to get the item specifics down, please take your time and do them. eBay loves them. It's all search friendly, and Google loves them. When you're in your listing creating item specifics, you're going to see a drop-down menu, a pull-down menu, whatever you want to call it, with options. You want to try and select one of those options in the drop-down menu. Very important. Those millions of people have searched on those options. You can put your own, but it's really more important to use one of the options. But I understand if it's not there, put your own. Sometimes I add my own in here. See, I even broke it down to the part numbers for the sides and everything. I mean, I went a little crazy on this, but I wanted to make sure that it was all in there for searchability. There's my stuff again. Okay, let's look at shipping. I use Global Shipping Program, eBay's GSP, they call it, just for international shipping. So basically, I don't do international shipping. I let eBay handle it for me. I ship the item to eBay's location in Kentucky. And once that location gets it, they message me. I think it comes in an email, not a message, saying, hey, we got your item. If it is packed properly and it looks good and it's the right item, and once they get it, you are out of the picture. Meaning if it gets stolen, broken, lost, eBay eats the cost, refunds you, and takes care of it on for the buyer too. I like global shipping. I know a lot of people have had issues with global shipping. I haven't had any issues with it. I know people believe that there's more taxes being charged to the buyer, all this other stuff. I don't know. It works for me. I did international shipping years ago, and it was a pain in the neck. I know they've made it easier now, and I really should try and do it again, but I just haven't had time. When I'm doing shipping, I try, 90% of the time, I use economy shipping. When you see economy shipping, you see a huge, like 9 days delivery time, 9 to 12 days. That may scare some buyers. I may lose some sales from this. And what I really should do is add another option. Like, for example, I knew this was going to go FedEx ground because it's a big item. It's an awkward item. It's heavy. And I should have put an option for FedEx ground under there, but I did not. He got it within 3 days anyway, so he was happy. That's another thing about the economy shipping. When somebody buys it and they see 9 days, they go, okay, and they get it within 2 or 3 days, they're thrilled, and that's usually what my feedbacks reflect. Quick shipping, fast shipping, stuff like that. When I do economy shipping, that gives me the ability to pick anything of the shipping options eBay offers. Post office, FedEx, post office, priority, post office, flat rate boxes, FedEx, whatever, ground, FedEx Smart Post, was a collaboration between FedEx and the post office. I like using economy shipping. It gives me a lot of options. I do a 30-day return policy. I believe in a return policy. I know a lot of people. a lot of eBay sellers. Big time eBay sellers have no returns and they're doing very well with that. I believe in a return. I wouldn't buy anything from somebody who doesn't have a return policy. I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had many returns at all. I am blessed that way. I have to show you something else here, and I forget what it was now. I'm using PayPal still. eBay is going to what they call managed payments, which is going to be more like an Apple Pay, where they're going to accept a lot more than PayPal. It's going to be good. I know there's a lot of horror stories people are pumping out there, but I really think it's going to be good. I think it's going to bring a lot more sales into eBay. It's not going to limit us just to PayPal. You're still going to be able to take PayPal. Excuse the noises. My dog is chasing a bug. What else? I think that is it on how I create a listing in a nutshell. Let's move on to the next item. I have sold, you've seen these, if you've watched my videos before, you've seen these blower housings. I've sold probably 25 of these this year. I tried selling these last year and the year before and didn't sell one. I have no idea what's going on, but this year I sold a ton of them. These are the things that are on top of the lawnmower on how you start it. I'm selling multiples. Every time I sell multiples of one item, I always state in the condition description, we are selling multiples of these. So the one you get may not be the one in the picture, which it probably will not be. And here, I'll go down here because you can see it all. And this is a different type of item. It's almost like a variation, but I really didn't want to do a variation. It was taking me forever to figure that out. And I just figured I would do it wording in the description. It's going to be a different color, may have grease, may have rust, may whatever. The rope is going to maybe a different length. Please contact me if you need a certain length rope. Like, for example, this one is for a pressure washer or a lawnmower or generator. Some lawnmowers have the big, long pull cord, one that attaches up to the handle. I have some of those, and many buyers have stated which ones they wanted, and I give them the proper one with the cord length. In the description, I also say you need to look at the side photos. When you're dealing with blower housings, it's very important to look at the sides, make sure it matches your old blower housing. These are different. Now you can cut these if they're not the right one. And again, knock on wood, I've had no returns on these. I've sold about 20 of these. I make about $13 to $15 each one I sell. It goes out post office priority in that standard 12 by 12 box you get at the post office. I don't even pack it. I don't even put any packing paper or packing material or anything. I just put it in a box, use my box size or cut the box down, and that is it. So I make 13. Oh, on that lid previously, I did well. I probably made about $60 on that. And again, that was free. This item, I normally clean my items a lot better than this. This took a while to sell. This is probably in my store for about 2 years, believe it or not. I don't know why. Maybe if I would have cleaned it, I would have sold it better. And again, if I would have done it on a white background, it may have sold faster. Always remember, at least do your first picture on a white background. eBay and Google love white backgrounds. So you don't have to do all of them white backgrounds. Just the first one is more than enough. So if I would have taken probably 3 minutes and cleaned this and put some vinyl protector on it, made it all nice and shiny and clean, I probably would have sold it faster. But I did not. I don't know why I didn't, but I did not. I may have even gotten more money for it. I make sure that I take all pictures of the holes, the mounting holes, and etc. I did pretty good on this. I probably made about $15 on this. Like, again, it took a while to sell. So many buyers contacted me and said, is this for a riding mower? I have no idea why they were saying it was for a riding mower. I should have really changed the title to say rear push mower, but I never did. So again, I state that it's dirty, will need to be cleaned. I always put that down when I'm selling something, even if it's clean, just so people know. Side chute snapper, that's the model, that's the part number that I got off of Google. All right, let's go to the next item here. Again, tell everybody what you're doing. I can't stress it enough. I said it before. Tell everybody what you're doing. I made a video on telling everybody what you do. Whether you're selling new, used, on Amazon, eBay, Etsy, wherever, tell everybody what you're doing, and over and over and over and over again. Tell them. Repeat like a parrot. Tell them over and over again, because people forget. Longtime friend of mine said to me, hey, they're clearing out a barn in my neighborhood. And the guy said he doesn't want anything in there. And I went through it and I thought of you. And I said, why don't you come up and look at it? So he was nice enough. Like, he was about 45 minutes away. I drove over at his place. He was nice enough to come over with me and go through the barn with me. And we pulled out a lot of stuff. And I'm going to go through a lot of the stuff that I sold. I probably made about $600 in my pocket from the stuff in this barn. And I didn't go crazy pulling out a ton of stuff. I pulled out stuff that I knew I could sell pretty quickly. I didn't even test this thing. I don't even know if it works or not. Since I didn't know if it works, I always sold it for parts or not working because I don't know. I don't know if it works. I even stated it in the description. So didn't make a whole lot of money on this. Probably made about $15. Most of my sales go from anywhere from a couple bucks all the way up to about $40. There's my sweet spot sales, my daily sales. I do get the gems 100, 200, 500, 1,000. They're far and few between. I'm totally fine selling items for what I'm selling them for. A lot of people don't touch items for less than $20. We all run our businesses differently. I'm good with it. If I can take this lighter, if I was selling it, and get $2 for it, and all it takes is listing it real quick, dropping it in an envelope, mailing out first class, I'll make $2. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. I know it bothers many others, but it does not bother me. So again, I probably made about $15 on this for going to a barn and getting it and having fun, and again, getting it for free. That's what I love about doing it. Here's another barn find. This is the second or third one I sold of these. Trap skeet clay manual shooter thing. I don't know what the heck this thing is. I did my best to keep it on a white background. This is a dishwasher foam cover or whatever you want to call it around a dishwasher. I used it as a background, not a pretty background, but hey, it's sort of a white. These don't go for much money. I don't know why. I was thinking they would go for a lot more, but they didn't. I take crazy pictures. I try my best to take all the pictures I can. I even take a picture of that, whatever all that numbers mean. It was hard to find any information on this. I Googled it and found out that it was a 196 model number, and I put that in there, and I sold this within a week. Like I said, it was not a big dollar sale. Thankfully, I had a box the size that it would fit right into. I get most of my boxes from dumpsters, friends, businesses. They call me up and say, hey, we got boxes. Do you want them? So I don't pay anything for my boxes. There's pros and cons to that. Like I get boxes all different sizes and shapes, which is a con. The pro about buying boxes is you can order boxes all one size or different sizes, and they're stacked neatly and they're the right size. So I don't go crazy getting free boxes because time is money, but I get all my boxes for free and my packing material for free. A very, very old Commodore 64 from the 80s. I had one of these computers. Believe it or not, yes, they had computers in the 80s. Even had a computer before the 64. Not a big dollar sale. It's free. It went out. Did not go out media mail because it's a game. Went out first class like 2 ounces or something. So didn't make a lot of money. Actually, this was sort of a consignment item, but the guy said just keep everything after a couple months. I was helping him clear out a couple storage units. It was a sweet deal. I got a lot of stuff for free. Probably made about $9 on this, maybe $8. Quick sale again. Drop it right in a poly envelope. First class. It's gone. Excuse the noise. That's my dog playing with his ball again. Okay, you've heard the story before about the DVDs. I had boxes and boxes of DVDs in my garage from another consignment person I had years ago that said, just keep the stuff I'm moving. And I didn't do anything with the boxes. And around Christmas time, I was sitting around thinking, I got to get rid of these DVDs. I looked on my phone. I found an app called Declutter. I looked at there, but 25 cents, 20 cents a DVD. I thought, okay, I'll just send them all into them. I'm scanning them, and I'm going, let me see what they go for on eBay. Obviously, not much. I don't make a lot of money on these DVDs. I use these as loss leader sales. I was able to pick up some padded envelopes pretty cheap. So I listed a ton of them on my phone. It's faster to list them on your phone. Android phone doesn't give you every option you can get on a desktop. Apple app works much better. I don't have an Apple device. But I list them all on my phone. Was able to list about 30 an hour. Get them out there. Alphabetize them in the box. Now, again, I'm not making much money on these. I sell them for $3.99, $4.99, $5.99, $6.99. All depends what they are. So when I sell one, I got the box right next to my printer upstairs. Pull it out, throw it in a poly envelope, seal it, and it's gone. It goes out media mail or first class. All depends which is cheaper. If first class is pretty darn close, I'll send it out first class. I probably made $1 on this, but it's a loss leader sale, and I truly believe this is why I had good sales around Christmas time, and I don't even sell any Christmas stuff. I just sell, you see what I'm selling here. I rarely ever sell any Christmas stuff because I was getting sales like every day. I was selling a couple of these a day. Again, not for much, called loss leader sales. I think it's important for people to have something in their store or in their eBay listings that is a replenishable. Like go to Lowe's or Home Depot and find something that's there all the time, or go to Walmart or go to some store that you see an item that's there. You know it's there all the time. So you don't have to buy cases of it. You can buy 10 of them at a time. Buy 10, bring them home, take pictures, list one, say you have 10 available. When you're down to figure out what par level you want to go down to, maybe 3 left, go out and buy 10 more. It's a replenishable. You're not going to make a lot of money on it, but it's sales coming in, rolling in. eBay likes to see sales, just like they like to see you listing every day. This was another gem. I'm telling you, you got to get familiar with your niches. The riches are in the niches, I always tell people. And I have several niches. I'm a ham radio operator, amateur radio operator. N3GCA is the call. I'm not real active. Been a ham since the 80s. And I just know equipment. I just know. I know oscilloscopes. I know oscilloscopes are really hot. They're always hot. Even the manuals. Real quick story. I was at a ham fest, which is basically a big flea market for amateur radio guys, and a big table full of manuals. They were $1 a piece. I should have bought every manual, but I didn't. I picked and chose any one that said oscilloscope on it. A friend of mine was going, "What the heck are you going to do with those?" I went, "Shh." Bought them all for $1 a piece. Probably bought about 20 of them, 25 of them. I went, "These are going to sell." I showed them on eBay. I said, "Look at this one. Look at this one. It's going for $29 just for one of them." I must have sold 10 of these things for $29 to $39 a piece, the manuals. This thing, I saw the little mini ham fest friends of mine were throwing, and I got a contact. I have to contact this guy because this guy was selling stuff from another ham guy that passed away, unfortunately, a real young guy. And he was sold it for $5. I scarfed this thing up so freaking fast. $5? You got it. And I sold it within 2 days for $71. So $5 cost. ROI was huge. Went to Connecticut. Went under $19.99, was about $15. And no, I do not refund the buyer the difference in shipping. They see the cost, they pay the cost. Because sometimes I win on shipping, sometimes I lose on shipping. So I love sales like this. So many people, it's just, you have to get your niche. You have to have your niches. You have to study what your niche is, and really, because if you know what you're looking for, you just grab it and you know it. So that was an exciting sale. I think the guy has a couple more of these. This is another low-end sale, but I sell a few of these a month. This is not high dollar sales, $9.99. These go out 2 ounces, first class. I'm not making a ton of money. These are lawnmower bolts and bolt and wing nut things for lawnmower handles. Again, I'm selling multiples of these. I state that I probably make about $6 on these, but again, they're already in a baggie. A bunch of them are in a baggie. I just pull 2 of them out that match because it doesn't matter, because it says I'm selling multiples. Throw them in a little padded envelope, seal it up. 2 ounces goes out. I do all my shipping through eBay. Now, I could put 2 or 3 stamps on there and send it stamp-wise, but then I have no tracking number and nothing. And yes, it's only a $9.99 item. I know big-time sellers that do that. I just don't like doing that. I just like having a tracking number. And I mean, in reality, it's $9.99. If somebody says they didn't get it, I would just send them another one. But still, I like having a tracking number. And I have it measured out, the length of the bolts. Excuse my dog again. Dishwasher racks can be very, very profitable. I am working on a course as I'm making this video right now on parting out a dishwasher. It's in process. I know I'm still making that course on consignment too. I promised you guys that months ago. Been just kind of a little tied up with other things. There is money in dishwasher racks, especially some of the Bosch racks. You could make 50, 60, 70, $80 in your pocket profit after shipping and fees with some of the Bosch racks. Now, some of the Bosch racks don't sell for much too. Some of the models did not do well. You have to do your research on this. This is a dishwasher a friend of mine gave me that one of his kids broke. They stood on the door and the door bent. And I said, no problem. I'll sell it for you under consignment for the parts. So again, I do 50-50 split on consignment. Up to about $100, $200, all depends what the situation is. and I split the fees, or the buyer pays the fees. All depends. And when I do consignment, I rarely ever do free shipping. I always do paid shipping, because free shipping messes up the matrix. So again, this was a LG dishwasher rack, fits multiple racks. I'm going to show you. I Googled the model number. Do I have the yes? When I'm doing parts, I try my best. The last photo to always have, well, that's not a picture of the model number. That's a picture of my lousy handwriting of the model number and the part number. I measure the rack. I show the measurements in the picture, all the sides. If there's any problems with rust, I state there's a problem with rust. There was no rust on this. I'm always leery when I sell these, because sometimes I get these returned. Rarely, but I do get a return now and then of people not reading the whole listing. And I state very clearly I'm not responsible for the part not fitting. Now, I only had one problem with one buyer where I had to pay for a return, but everybody else has paid for the return. I'm very clear when they say it doesn't fit. I say, I'm sorry. If you want a refund, you're going to have to pay for the return, and they usually do. So there's a lot of money in dishwasher racks. The problem with dishwasher racks is they are big. They're going to take a room up in your inventory, on your shelf, your closet, your attic, wherever you're keeping stuff in your garage. That is one of the problems. How do I ship these? I use a big Lowe's or Home Depot box, cut it open, flip it open, put this in the center, and just fold it over, tape it like a big Christmas gift or birthday gift, tape up the sides. I use tons of tape when I'm doing this. Probably use about a quarter roll of the shipping tape on these. But I don't use any packing material. I used to use packing material, but I don't do that anymore, and I've never had a problem with one breaking. A few more items left, and then we're done. Ducks. Get your ducks in a row. This is from the barn find. I saw two of them. The funny story here is these don't go for much, and I'll show you more that I sold the next listing or listing after. Didn't make much on this. Probably made about $12 on this, which is fine. Almost went first class. They were so light. Went out to California, unfortunately. So, and there's all my item specifics. More ducks. Look at all those duckies. Okay, from the barn again. Found this big bag of ducks in a bag. Here's that picture, close-up pictures of the duckies, and the bag of ducks. Okay, this one did not make much money on at all. I should have charged more money on shipping, or I should have charged more money for the item itself. But again, I got these for free. All I had to do was pick up the bag. They were up on top of the barn, actually. Threw them on the ground from the second floor of the barn. Dropped them down, threw them in my van, laid them on my deck, took pictures of them. I think I made about $25 on these after all fees and everything. Went up to Chicago. Oh, wait. But a little less than that, because I think shipping was $32. See, sometimes I make money. Sometimes I lose money on shipping. I had to use two medium Lowe's boxes, telescoped together. It was 40 inches high by 18 by 18, so it was a big box. When I went to FedEx, I asked them, would it have been smarter for me to do two separate boxes with smaller boxes? And the person behind the counter said, yes, it would have been a lot cheaper. So I got to remember that. Then I got to figure out how to ship two boxes out on eBay and have tracking numbers for them. So I don't know how I would do that, but I'll have to figure that out. But hey, I got them for nothing, and all the duckies are gone. It's a huge item out of my garage, which I was thrilled with. So it was a duck kind of weekend. Last item, a game. Don't make a lot of money on games. This one was even missing a piece. I was very clear on what piece was missing. Works. Please read. Missing number 15 peg, which that's number 15 peg. I don't know where it's at. I have no idea. This was from the storage unit. I was helping a friend of mine clear out, and he said, don't worry about it. Just keep everything. That happens a lot when I'm doing consignment. People look at stuff and go, I don't have time to deal with this. Just keep everything. You've helped me out enough. Box, pictures of the box. I shipped this in another box. It fit exactly into another box, which was great. I didn't use any padding because the box was real thick. Shipped it out for about $7. So I made money on this shipping here. Lost money on the duck. See, it comes and goes. Probably made about $11 on the game. You don't make a lot of money on games. That is it for that week, my friends. I want to thank you so much for watching. so much for hanging in there. Hope you got value out of this video. I'm really trying to give you guys value. Please smash your like button if you did. Please leave a comment if you did. Any questions, willing to answer them. Don't forget about that eBay course, $1. You'll see the link in the description below. And if you need eBay training, let me know. I do Zoom trainings. I'm doing a lot of stuff to help people with eBay. I also do a lot of other side hustle stuff too, but eBay is my main income. I do mess with Amazon, just not crazy like some people do, just some books and stuff. All right, thank you so much. You guys have a great day. Please be safe. Take precautions. Wear a mask if you like, if you must. Let's be safe. Let's get this thing under control so we can get back to whatever normal was. Thanks a lot, guys. You have a great night or day.